How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Money. Oh, I love doing this stuff. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trace Trades. We give technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's get into the video. Today, my friends, we're going to be giving you guys an update on ticker symbol AGTC. Man, this thing has had a day. I put this on your guys' radar a little while ago. It would have been about a week or so. And my friends, my family, my fellow gorilla gang, I am so pumped to talk about this today because it has been going to the absolute moon. I do have 4 call options on this play to be completely transparent with you guys. I never want to BS anybody. I do have 4 call options for the 7.5 strike price at a expiration of 19 March 2021. Sitting pretty good on that as of right now. You can see down here in the bottom right. But I do not plan on selling anytime soon, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So we're going to look into the fundamentals of the company, the why should you care? Why do I think AGTC is a pretty solid stock? I do think I'm going to end up taking a pretty decent position in this company down the road, but for now I'm going to play these call options and we're going to look into that. So I'm going to pull up a couple different news sources as well, the website for the company, so we can look at why I think there is some catalyst coming up that could help push the stock price here even further than it already has run, basically off of no news, right? And then we're going to look at the meat and potatoes, which is the chart setup. We're going to look at the 1-month chart as well as the 1-day, 1-minute chart to give both a macroscopic and microscopic perspective of the overall price action. I've got a couple different indicators pulled up, right? The RSI, which is the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought, anything under 30 is oversold. This is an idea of both bullish and bearish momentum, so you can get the best possible entry point into a stock. I have the 200 EMA pulled up. Well, I don't right now, but I'm going to in just a second here. I've got the 200 EMA pulled up, which is this purple trend line down here, and the 15-day MA, which is this blue trend line. The 200 EMA is the exponential moving average. This is a price action-based valuation trend line over a 200-day moving period, and then the 15-day MA, the moving average, is a price action-based valuation trend line over a 15-day moving period. We use these side by side so we can get an idea of both macroscopic and microscopic price action to predict upcoming breakouts and get the best possible bang for our buck with a stock. We're going to look at both bullish and bearish. Oh my God, I'm so excited to talk about this. We're going to look at both bullish and bearish patterns that we are seeing here on the charts, give you the best possible entry points, drop a Fibonacci retracement to get an idea of how strong this overall chart setup is. We've got a lot to talk about here today, my friends, so let's just get into the video. So what is the why? Why should you care? Why do I think AGTC is a good company? So looking at AGTC right now, Applied Genetic Technology Corporation is a clinical stage biotechnology company. The company develops gene therapy products designed to manage the lives of patients with the severe diseases in ophthalmology. As of March 31st, 2016, its product candidates included treatments for X-linked retinocytosis over 2 forms of achromatopsia and X-linked retinitis pigmentosa. I'm going to say all this stuff wrong, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As of March 31st, 2016, the company was engaged in developing 3 discovery programs targeting 3 indications based on its adeno-associated virus vector technologies. XLRS is an inherited retinal degenerative disease caused by mutations in the retinocytosis 1 gene. Achromatopsia is an inherited condition that is associated with visual acuity loss, extreme light sensitivity resulting in daytime blindness, and reduced or complete loss of color discrimination. Achromatopsia is caused by mutations in any of several genes. The company is also developing alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency alpha-1. So basically the premise of this company is they do work with different visual, complications and mutations within the genetic code, right? And that's very interesting because in a lot of ways they're similar to what BNGO does, right, on a different scale. So they're developing groundbreaking gene therapies for patients with rare diseases, specifically eye diseases. And I used to have a condition called, well, I suppose I do still have it, but it's not really acting up too bad right now, called bilateral anterior uveitis. And I want to show this to you guys. Man, I've had so many health complications. My grandpa, both my grandparents, actually, on both my mom and dad's side, were at Vietnam, exposed to Agent Orange. So that's my blame there. That's my out. But he essentially looked like this. So bilateral anterior uveitis. My optometrist, his name's Patrick, my brother-in-law, would be able to tell you more. But essentially, what it is an extreme inflammation of the eye caused by pressing up against the optic nerve. And what this would do is it would cause extreme light sensitivity. My vision was absolutely atrocious. I've actually still got one eye, my right eye, that doesn't see very well whatsoever. But it would water all the time if I stepped outside in the light, right? So seeing AGTC and what they do, right, this genetic coding, that's very interesting because it could very easily solve issues like what I dealt with if it's a genetic, mutation. So it's very interesting to see. I think it's got a little bit of sentimental value to me. Not that I try to invest in a company based off of emotions. I do think, logically speaking, there's some good things happening here, and that is a very interesting piece of what they do. So we design treatments just for you. At AGTC, we are developing genetic therapies to treat patients with rare inherited conditions. Our most advanced therapy programs are designed to restore visual function and meet the needs of patients with rare blinding conditions. If we look at their pipeline, so we're just going to take a quick peek at their pipeline, their programs and stuff. So they've got quite a few products in the works here. We can see they've got their XLRP, ACHM, 2 different, forms of that, the optogenetics, DFNB1, and dry AMD. And this dry AMD, I think, is a new concept. I haven't seen this up here on their pipeline as of just recently, but nonetheless, they do have quite a few products. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different products right now in the pipeline, and they've got this XLRP that is in the phase 2 expansion as of right now. These bottom two, right, there's not a lot of news on this. This is just proof of concept, but down the road, these can all act as catalysts, my friends. As I move through all these different phases, right, and get closer and closer to that FDA approval on these different pipeline products, that is going to help drive the price action on AGTC. Now, another thing that I want to show you is the overall institutional ownership. So I'm just going to pull this up here on Fintel, and Fintel does update their data on a pretty regular basis, just about every day. If not every day, I would say every other day, as long as there are market hours available to watch. And while this is loading here really quick, I'm going to pause the video. So check this out, my friends. This is very significant data. You want to watch where the big institutions are putting their money, and this is very significant. So we have 186 total institutional owners with shares outstanding of about 42.6 million shares, right? Institutional owners control 44.35% of the total outstanding shares, with 18.9 million total institutional shares. We have, as of February 12th, 4 companies that stepped into AGTC to grab a pretty huge stake in the company, right? All these numbers combined come up to just shy of 20% ownership of the stock, right? And that happened all within a very recent time period. So that's significant. These guys would not be stepping into the game all at the same time if there was not something on the inside about to go down with this company. So pay very close attention to that. This is a lot of shares, just about 20%. And this is, that would have been a huge bump, right? Basically doubling up on the institutional ownership in this company. That is a very, very significant number. So I do want to point that out. I do think that is a pretty significant piece of the puzzle. And then I do want to take a peek at insider ownership on AGTC. So we're going to pull that up here as well and just take a quick peek. According to Yahoo Finance, and what we have here is a couple different people that do have, positions in the company. So we have, Shulay Jeffrey, who actually sold his position. He is an officer that is a part of the company, right? But we do have Fainsod Matthew, Koenig Scott, Potter Stephen, Shearman Mark, and Washer Susan, who all own positions in the company of anywhere between 24,000 and 56,000 total shares. Now, that is nothing in comparison to the overall institutional ownership, but I would take a guess that the insider ownership does make up at least a couple percent of the overall piece of the puzzle regarding the outstanding float. So, if you have this all up, it does come out to my guess about just shy of 50% overall ownership coming out of that shares outstanding from either institutional buyers or insider ownership, which is a very significant number. And another thing that we do want to pay attention to is we have an upcoming known news catalyst, and this could be a factor that helps drive the price action as long as it ends up coming to fruition, going to plan, doesn't end up getting canceled because of COVID or different quarantine restrictions, right? But what we have here is AGTC is going to present at the OIS Gene Therapy Innovation Showcase on February 18th, 2021. Check this out. So AGTC, a biotech company conducting human clinical trials of adeno-associated virus-based gene therapies for the treatment of rare diseases, today announced that Sue Washer, President and Chief Executive Officer, will participate at the OIS Gene Therapy Innovation Showcase, taking place virtually on Thursday, February 18th, 2021, from noon to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. The event will include a market overview and startup spotlight, followed by a panel discussion featuring recognized experts in the field. The panel will highlight unique perspectives on gene therapy in the eye care sector and product availability. If you'd like to register, there is a website that you can do that at. Just check this out on Yahoo Finance. I did just pull this up, off of Webull. You can find a link to this site there at Webull. So this should be a very solid news catalyst that could help drive the price action if this does end up going well. Now, one downside, one con, is you do need to register to watch this overall catalyst take place. So the price action might not, move a whole lot during that time period. It may be one of those things where you see a news article come out afterwards, and then the price action does move after that. So, nonetheless, we do have this known news catalyst. We do know that they are going to be participating in this OIS Gene Therapy Innovation Showcase on February 18th, 2021. And my friends, what I really, really like about this company is that gene therapy, right? So they're focusing specifically on gene therapies for patients with rare diseases. If you can completely change the genetic mutations, right, the gene issues that are causing these eye blindness, diseases, right? These malfunctions in the retina, in the optic nerve, you're gonna be able to really squash a lot of eye problems that exist. And I'm not kidding you when I say this company could really be something absolutely crazy. Now, one other thing that I do want to show you really quick is the AGTC analyst price target on this. And there's a pretty wide range of numbers, but nonetheless, there's some really solid analyst price targets on this. So we're just going to check this out right now, give you an idea of what we're seeing. But you can see here just based on the headline that AGTC was given a new $35 price target at Roth Capital. All right, so check this out. AGTC given new $35 price target at Roth Capital. AGTC had its price target raised by Roth Capital from $30 to $35 in a research note issued on Monday, the Fly reports. The brokerage currently has a buy rating on the biotech company's stock. AGTC has been the topic of several other research reports. Zach Investment Research downgraded shares of Applied Genetic Technologies from a hold rating to a sell rating in a report, giving it a $11 target price, but other companies have higher ones. One analyst rated the stock with a sell rating, and 5 have assigned a buy rating to the stock. The stock currently has a consensus rating of buy and an average target price of $16.04. So that's pretty significant data, my friends. I do think that is a big piece of the puzzle here, and that is another reason why I am bullish on this company. So with that being said, we have an idea of the why. We've got some known news catalysts. I do want to show you guys the overall financial situation here really quick and just take a peek at what that is looking like. And on an annual time frame, we can see their overall income statement. I'm just going to pull that up real quick here. And their income statement, if we look at their net income, was positive. It was 9.21% higher than 2019 with $83,000 total net income. And if we do look at as well at their gross profit, we don't see anything popping up here. So the next best thing to me is going to be that net income, and that is positive, and they have been growing year over year essentially. So that is a very solid thing to see, and I love everything that was going on right now with AGTC. Now, with that being said, we're going to look here at the 1 month chart, my friends. This is a disgusting, filthy setup with AGTC. I'm so pumped because I really don't think this game is over yet. I think there is still a lot of room to run with this company, so let's get into the meat and potatoes. First thing that I'm noticing and that I want to point out is the volume. Look at the volume, guys. This is nuts. The volume has been very consistent. In fact, it has been picking up. If we look at the daily chart, right, check this out. This is the most volume that we've seen in the past 10 days or so. That is a significant amount of volume off of essentially no news catalyst. That is a big deal. You do want to pay attention to that. And the fact that we're finding this new standardized normal trend in volume, to me, is very significant. So that's going to help drive the price action. When you've got consistent volume, it causes predictable price action, right? So you're going to be able to really predict some of the moves and the volatility that comes with the price action on this stock. We've got the 15 MA trading over the 200 EMA, and I did bring this stock up, I think it would have been about a week ago, when I saw the 15 EMA cross over the 200 EMA. Now, I did not even get into the stock back when it was trading at 438. I think maybe I did, and I locked in a small profit, but I ended up selling out my shares and getting those 4 call options, as I do see a lot of premise here in the next month moving forward with AGTC, and that, sure enough, has come to fruition. We are well above that 750 strike price, and I do anticipate it's going to run even more leading into that known catalyst that we have with the webinar coming up here. So, with that being said, we are on a nice ascending level of support. We always look for at least 3 touch points to signify a respective level of support. We do have that. 1, 2, 3, 4 different touch points, right? So that looks very nice. We do have a beautiful freaking George W, a double bottom here, which is a great bullish indicator of an upcoming run, which did come out and play to fruition. So we've got one bottom here, wide range candle bar bounce off of this ascending level of support, right? And today was an absolutely disgusting, filthy day in terms of overall price action. Currently in the after hours, we are up even more. We're sitting at $8.72, which is a beautiful day, up about 8% here in the after hours, which is a significant amount of increase, right? And we're getting really ready to test out that high of the day at about $8.88. 963 we did touch because of some earnings speculation a couple of days ago in the pre-market, and I think you're going to be coming really close to testing that out and graduating out of penny stock realm with AGTC, my friends. So that is looking beautiful. We got a nice gap here between the 15 MA and the 200 EMA. Very nice, consistent volume. On the R side, sitting at 75. So I don't know if I would recommend quite buying in right here at the top. There is a lot of risk involved with that. But historically speaking, if we look at the overall pullbacks, right, I'm going to put an asterisk by this because that was because of the earnings, right? If we live in a vacuum and we don't have that situation happening here, right, what is it going to look like? Well, if we just take a quick peek at previous pullbacks, right, micro pullbacks, we do see it pulled back here to about 78.6% and back here to about 61.8%. So if it ends up pulling back that much again, right, just historically speaking, we do see that the stock does pull back pretty harshly. That would be somewhere between $7.46 and $7.09. I think what is more likely and realistic is going to be that 746 mark, especially because we have new consistent volume, which is a lot different than the numbers that we've been seeing here in the past that really drove the price action, right? We saw this huge pullback right there. The volume was a lot different. So that's significant. Back here, the volume is a lot different as well. With that increase in volume is going to come a difference in overall price action, and I think it is going to be for the better, right? This is a very, very strong chart, which we will be showing you here on the 1 day, 1 minute chart. So to double down on that, I do think a good entry point for this is going to be somewhere between $7.31 and around here at $7.48. So I'm going to clear off these different lines. If you want to come back and rewind the video, you can check it out. I do think that is going to be the best optimal entry point into the stock if you do end up seeing pulling back to that overall range. Now, just looking at the 1 day, 1 minute chart for any last minute confirmations, the volume was absolutely insane today. We saw some crazy push, and this is some clean price action. I'm actually going to clear out the charts here really quick. What we saw is a nasty upward moving channel, right? So we got these really insane, setting higher highs, setting higher lows, just a clean upward moving channel. In fact, we had a nice break over this ascending level of resistance. This is the cleanest upward moving channel you could ask for. Broke over the wide range candle bar, consolidated for a while, tested out 888, and the rest of the day basically just trading sideways. But nonetheless, we did finish off the day setting higher lows and higher highs, moving on a nice ascending level of support. And coming here into the after hours, we do have some choppy price action, but nonetheless, I do anticipate this is going to be a respected level of support moving forward in the future. So if you're looking for a more immediate entry point, you want to swing trade the stock, I do personally think this is a better mid to long-term potential stock. I am going to be purchasing more call options down the road as we do, progress in price action. I firmly believe this stock could very potentially well hit $25 to $30 within the next, 6 to 8 months. So I think this is a great stock to add to the core position in your portfolio. And that is what we were looking at here for the video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Lastly, I have an affiliate link in the description box down below for Webull. Webull is the platform we're watching me use right now. This is version 4 for the desktop. Absolutely great platform. It allows you to start trading at 4 a.m. in the pre-market. If you use my link, you get 2 free stocks with a $100 deposit. I receive a free stock. Greatly support the channel, my friends, and if you're not interested, that is totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos. I also have a merch store down in the description box if you'd like to check out some cool gear. If not, that is cool too, my friends. And that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.